hurt, Lieutenant?
I passed all surgery.
Very heaven forbid.
Reputation. Oh, I have lost my reputation. I have lost the immortal part of myself, and what remains is bestial. Reputation, Iago, my reputation.
I am an honest man. I thought you had received some bodily wound. More sense in that than in reputation. Reputation is an idle and most false imposition, oft got without merit, lost without deserving. You have lost no reputation at all, unless you repute yourself as such a loser. What man ways to recover the general again? You are but now cast in his mood, a punishment more in policy than in malice. Even so as one would beat his offenseless dog to a fright, an imperious lion. Sue to him again, and he is yours.
I will rather sue to be despised than to deceive so good a commander, with so slight, so drunken, and so indiscreet an officer. Drunk and speak parrot, and squabble, swagger, swear, and discourse fusion with one's own shadow. O thou invisible spirit of wine, if thou hast no name to be known by, let us call thee devil.
What was he that followed you with his sword? What had he done to you?
I know not.
Is't possible?
I remember a mass of things, but nothing distinctly. A quarrel, but nothing wherefore. O God, that men should put an enemy in their mouths to steal away their brains, that we should, with joy, pleasance, revel, and applause, transform ourselves into beasts?
Why, but you are now well enough. How came you thus recovered?
It hath pleased the devil drunkenness to give place for the devil wrath. One unperfectness shows me another to make me frankly despise myself.
Come on, you are too severe a moraler as the time, the place, and the condition of this country stands. I could hardly wish this had not befallen, but since it is as it is, mend it for your own good.
I will ask him for my place again. He shall tell me I am a drunkard. Had I as many mouths as Hydra, such an answer would stop them all. To be now a sensible man, and by a fool, and presently a beast. Oh, strange, every inordinate cup is unblessed, and the ingredient is a devil.
Come, good wine is a good familiar creature. If it be well used, exclaim no more against it. And good lieutenant, I think you think I love you.
I have well approved it, sir. I drunk.
You or any man living shall be drunk at some time, man. I'll tell you what you shall. The general's wife is now the general disrespect that he hath devoted and given up himself to the contemplation, mark, and denotement of her parts and graces. Trust yourself freely to her, and portion her help to put you in your place again. She is of so free, so kind, so apt, so blessed a disposition. She holds it in a vice in her goodness, not to do more than she is requested. Joy between you and her husband, entreat her to splinter, and my fortunes against any lay worth me. This crack of your love shall grow stronger than it was before.
You advise me well.
I protest in the sincerity of love and honest kindness.
I think it freely, and betimes in the morning I will beseech the virtuous Desdemona to undertake for me. I am desperate of my fortunes if they check me here.
You are in the right. Good night, Lieutenant. I must to the watch.
Good night, honest Iago.
And what's he then that says, I play the villain? When this advice is free, I give an honest, probable to thinking, and indeed the course to win the more again, to renounce his baptism. All seals and symbols of redeemed sin. His soul is so infettered to her love, that she may make, unmake, do what she lists, and as her appetite shall play the god with his weak function. How am I then a villain, to counsel Cassio to this parallel course directly to his good? Divinity of hell! The devil's will the blackest sins put on, they do suggest at first with heavily shows, as I do now. For whiles this honest fool plies Desdemona to repair his fortunes, and she for him pleads strongly to the more, I'll pour this pestilence into his ear, that she repeals him for her body's lust, and by how much she strives to do him good. She shall undo her credit with the more, so will I turn her virtue into pitch, and out of her own goodness make the net that shall enmesh them all.